Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's all
Yeah, but
good. Oh yeah, it's all good. Come on. Let me drop the link again. Let me drop the link.
She dying girl. Should I jump on for
oh,
5 minutes?
yes. Oh man, yo, Club Phillies. This would be an honor. Club Phillies. Club Phillies is good, man. Yo, he's good with these. He good. He's good. He got a great channel,
Wait,
man.
Good. I
He's
look
getting
forward
the
to meeting you.
information
Good.
out there
Look at
for
this. Look
Asia.
at this.
look at
Solid
this.
brothers on the
I never
line.
heard of the dude, but hey, if
Yeah,
Razor Ray, if he
no,
said he good people, he good people.
he's
And then
good. Yo, he's good. He's
He
good.
got a Thai chick in his little picture, so I know he good. He
Club
got a
Phillies.
Thai. Come on,
I, I believe
shoot
he's
the
from
link.
UK. He's
Pull
from
up,
UK, I believe. United Kingdom. I think he's
pull
from the
up.
UK.
Hey, hey, what did Eddie Murphy on Meet the Clumps say? Come on, Cletus, come on, Cletus.
He's from the
Come
UK, I
on.
believe.
Hmm. Boss. I'm a boss. Big boss. And you know it's real talk.
Oh, oh, yeah. He kind of like a little heavier set dude, right?
Heavy set guy, yeah.
I know this guy. Boom. You're on, Club Phyllis. You're on, guy.
Big up, guys. Big boss. Big total respect. Right, Razor. Good to see you. See
Hey,
Gary,
Salute.
I
I never seen
recognize
you
that
before.
voice now. That's what's
I
up,
never
That's
seen you
bro.
him. That's
before.
him.
Wow. I got Club Filler on the channel. Respect to you,
I
Wow,
sir.
this
see.
is
I
this is
see.
Respect.
I see.
great.
Respect. Big up.
I
Big
don't
up.
come on channels. I don't usually come on channels, but
Wow.
big boss, you go hard. So I said I'll come on today. I see you go hard. I see you go hard. I like people who
Thank you,
go
sir.
hard.
I can't help it. I only have one gear, man. I only have one gear.
So good, man. I'm from the UK, so I'm kind of different. I might sound
Yeah.
different, but you know what I mean. But yeah, it's boy, yeah, Asia. Where you lot been in Asia? You've been to Thailand, haven't you, big boss?
Yeah, I only been to Sally. I only been one time, man. Sally, and right when I left is when the pandemic jumped off. Had it not been
Right,
for the pandemic, I probably would have been back 3 times.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boy, it's yeah. Thailand's you. If you've been to Thailand, you've been to Asia, you've been some good places. But you ever been to Philippines?
No, I haven't. Thailand was my very first Asian country, and after Thailand, then I wanted to go to the Philippines. Thailand opened me up to the possibility of Asian countries. So no, I have not been to Philippines.
Tell me
Only
something
been to
about
Thailand. Only
Pattaya.
been one time.
How did you like Pattaya? I lived in Pattaya for 7 years.
Oh wow, yeah, I think you said that. I watched your channel before. I
Yeah.
think I'm subscribed. I think I'm one of those dead subscribers. I admit I haven't been to your channel in a long time, but I seen some of your videos, and I remember you said that. Yeah, man. Of course, you know. I mean, come on, man. I loved it, bro. I loved Pattaya. I loved it.
Yeah, you would
It's
love
the,
it.
it's the
Yeah.
closest thing to heaven on earth, bro. It's the closest
You
thing to heaven on earth. It's crazy. It's
yeah.
crazy. It blew my mind. I didn't know a place like that existed. I was like, is this real?
Yeah, well, you went to they treated you nice out there and treat the brothers
Oh
nice
yes,
too.
absolutely. And you might can speak on this. For the average, I don't know all, but for the average Thailand woman, how do they feel about black men in particular? Black
It's
men,
like
black Americans, black Europeans, blacks from Africa. How do they feel about the black men culture?
it's like this. Where you went to Pattaya, I break it
Hmm.
down. Where you went to Pattaya, a lot of Black Americans have come down there, spent a lot of money down there, and they got a really great reputation. The Pattaya girls love Black American guys. That's just the reality. They
Right.
love them in
Hmm.
Pattaya, and you're gonna get a lot of love down there. It's like you're just like gold dust down there in Pattaya, and that's no word of a lie. That's real talk. I lived down there for 7 years, and I know girls was married to a lot of American black guys. So if you go to Pattaya, you're gonna get a hell of a lot of love. The only thing is if you go to Bangkok, you might because the Nigerians have kind of messed it up down there a little bit, and I
Mm,
don't want to speak on it too much, but
okay.
Bangkok is a little bit. Sometimes they're a little bit like, oh, what are you doing here? But in Pattaya, you're gonna get a hell of a lot of love and respect So I
Okay.
I lived down there for 7 years.
How
What
was
can
that?
go?
How was that living in Thailand? I know you spoke about it at length on your channel, but now you're on Big Boss Real Talk, so I'm asking you, how was it as a black uh, European guy living in Thailand for 7 years? Pattaya
I
for
mean,
7 years.
bro, you got to remember that if you've been to Pattaya, and
Yeah.
you said you went hard in Pattaya.
Yes, I did.
I mean, the girls absolutely love black Americans. I'm from England, but they swore I was from America.
Mm.
They love you, so I was getting a hell of a lot of love down there. Too much love every day,
2 months,
and
right?
too much every
2 months.
day.
I bet. I can't imagine that. I did 5 days and it was like crack. You know what? So like people are saying, like right now they're going through their mitigation of the pandemic and they're slowly trying to bring people back. And I understand it's not quite the same. Not all the bars, not all the places are open. But I said this. This is what I said. Pattaya, they could afford to lose half, 75% of what made Pattaya, and it would still be off the hook. That's how overpowering it was.
Wow.
That's true. That's true.
Wow.
See?
True. And
Wow.
what they're just going for a bad patch right now.
Yes,
But,
they are. They are.
Bangkok has come back and Phuket has come back already. So in Phuket has come back, but Pattaya is struggling at the moment. But it will pick back up by next year. Put it that way.
Okay.
They're just rearranging things. But yeah, so tell me something. Is there anywhere on the planet you've ever met like Pattaya? Is there anywhere in Brazil or anywhere you've ever
No,
been?
not yet. Not yet.
That's
So
big words.
the closest would be Brazil. Rio. That's the closest. So far. Now again, my sample pool is small. I only been to like 5 countries so far. So I only been to Dominican Republic, Colombia, Brazil, Thailand. I only been to 4 countries. So I only been to 4 countries: Colombia, DR, Brazil, and Thailand.
Wow.
And Thailand is the best, and Colombia is the close second. Colombia is the close second to Thailand.
Wow.
Yeah, that's interesting. You've 4 countries. You've been good 4 good mongering countries. What made you want to go to Thailand? What made you want to go there?
What made me want to go was in my WhatsApp group, which is a similar name to this, is Real Talk Big Boss. In my WhatsApp group, I have a member in there by the name of BKG. And
Okay,
he's from New York. Shout out to BKG.
Yeah, I know BKG.
You know me? Okay.
I met him in Pattaya. I met him in Pattaya when I was there.
It makes sense
because
he's a big Pattaya man. He's a big Pattaya man. And he would always talk about it to the point I got tired of hearing about it. And so I said, you know what? I'm gonna go. So what BKG did, he had specifically started another WhatsApp group just for this Pattaya trip. When we were going, I guess it was like November of 2020. 2019. So he started that group. I joined that group. And as I'm in the group, a lot of people in that group had already been, right? It was a lot of vets. And so they were in anticipation. Everybody was sharing their footage and photos from previous trips. So now I'm in this group. I'm saying, man, they get down like that. I was already going to go. I said, I really got to go. And so by the time I touched down, it was on and popping. So that's what made me want to go. To be honest, it wasn't on my radar. I heard about it before. I heard it in passing, and even hearing about it, it wasn't on my radar. But thank God for the guy in my group, BKG. He really kept preaching Thailand, and I finally said, let me see what this Thailand is all about. And boy, oh boy, you don't know what you don't know, right? You don't know what you don't know.
You don't know. Very true.
Right. But now I know. And unfortunately, soon as I left, the COVID hit. Because we're talking November 2019. Right. And we know what happened in December 2019 and January 2020. So, wow.
Man.
Hey, well done, man. Well done for turning up. Well done. Yeah, tell me about the 5 days you were there. Tell me what happened. I know we were on YouTube, but tell me about you're hard anyway. So tell me some
Yeah, I
hard
went
stuff.
hard. Yeah, so yeah,
You went hard.
you know me. You know I go hard.
I know you go hard with the women.
I push it and go as hard as I can without trying to get kicked
YouTube
off.
friendly.
Right.
YouTube friendly.
Yeah, so Razor Ray is like my legal counsel.
Okay,
Like,
I know Razor Ray, man.
yeah,
How you doing, man?
he's like my legal counsel. You know, people be on interviews and stuff like that in court, and then he said, "Hey, talk to it. Hey, can I say this? Can I answer this?" And the lawyer said, "Don't answer that." Hey, so can I answer this? Can I answer this, legal counsel? Yeah, but
so 5 days you went hard. I mean, what was your body count? I know.
Man, yeah,
the body count.
You know what? Believe it or not, my body count had to be. It was low for my standards because real fast on my very first trip, like a year or two prior in the DR, my body count was 23 for 10 days.
Wow. That's
yeah.
That's hard.
I was trying to go for 24. Once I got to 20, 21, 22, 23, I wanted to make it even 24, but I didn't hit 24. So I hit 20, and we're talking different. We're talking different.
I know what you're saying.
And some of them were repeats. So like total sessions might have been 30 in total sessions, because some were repeat, but 23 different in 10 days. So in Pattaya for those 5 days, I want to say maybe 11.
That's wonderful. That's wicked, 11. Man. That 11 in 10 days. In 5 days. In 5 days.
5 days, about 11.
That's incredible. Incredible.
And you know what? It would have been more, but as you know, man, they're very clingy. Very clingy. And I couldn't. It got hard to the point for me to get rid of them so I could get new ones.
In Pattaya, they're not going to want to get rid of you, especially if you're new to the scene and they know that you're here for a little while. They're going to cling to you. And, you know, as I said, black brothers are very rare in Pattaya. So if you come in as an American.
Black man. I still remember that in my mind.
Yeah, you remember?
I love so much black man.
Yeah, they love black man.
So the thing is, I might have only had like 10 or 11
that's a lot
bodies.
That's a lot, man.
But I had a lot. It's funny. I had a lot of sessions on those bodies because they didn't want to leave. I had a lot of sessions on those bodies. So the whole experience, man, and most of them were paid. Only in a few were not.
Yeah, you get that. You know, you mix it up. You just mix and blend.
From being in a hip hop nightclub, that's where a lot of my free ones. The free ones came from the hip hop nightclub.
Definitely. Did you go?
They're already in there checking for brothers.
Did you go Flex? Was it Flex Club? Was it Flex Club you went to? Was it Flex Club?
Of course, and 808. But you know, Flex is like the after hours. You know how it goes. We all start in 808, then we go to Flex, and so by the Flex wee hours, man, they choosing you.
Yes, choosing you.
They really looking at your swag. They looking at your swag. They looking at your black man swag, and they choosing you. So you know, bossy boss, man.
I know you came up. Well, must have been an experience. So you got to tell your people and your friends. Has anybody else been? Ray, you never been? Has your man Jordan ever been?
I haven't been. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the end of this month. But you know, the circumstances of the whole testing, Now, I might still go ahead at the last minute. I might say go ahead. I might go ahead and go. I'm just to fail the test when I land. I don't want to fail that test when I land.
I think it's best to wait for a little bit, like a month or two, and then you'll come back.
Like a month,
yeah, like a month, just a month or two, or like till January, February, and you'll be okay. But yeah, your experiences, Big Boss, was so you know that you got to explain to your people that that it's such a great place and how great it is, because not many black guys have experienced Pattaya.
No, they haven't.
Not many.
And you know what? And I get it, because I was just like them. I wasn't even checking for it. I was aware of it, but I wasn't checking for it. But you know what? Because I didn't know. You don't know what you don't know. And I liken it to the whole thing about passport period. I got into this passport life pretty late. I didn't even know about DR like that. I didn't know about Colombia like that. So you don't know what you don't know. And so the one thing is this too, is as great as those places are, I know there are yet other places that what we don't know.
That's
You don't
correct.
know what you don't know. So
One
that's
thing
why I'm really open to exploring because Thailand surprised me so much. So Thailand surprised me. So now I'm like, well, what about other places I don't know? What about Cambodia? What about Vietnam? What about Philippines? What about certain countries in the continent of Africa? What about these other African countries? You
100%
don't
right.
know what you don't know
100% right.
until you go and explore.
Right, right,
100% right. 100% right, big boss. Let me just touch on one thing. Philippines. Now, if you think that they love brothers in Thailand, you go to the Philippines, my man. Go to Angel City, and
Ooh, that's where I want to
there
go.
is. If you think that
That's
they
where I
love
want to
brothers, Dad. If you think you can't get rid of women, if you think you can't get rid of women in Thailand, go to the Philippines. And the thing is,
go.
they had a. You're gonna the love you're gonna get is gonna be you're gonna say yeah, and it's half the price of what Thailand is, much
Right.
cheaper
Yeah.
and much more love and much more relationship side.
More,
There's
more, yeah,
a
more relationships,
there is
and in turn, that's what make it a little even more hard to get rid
it,
of them. The more clean, because it's more of a connection too.
in the Philippines.
Everything
You're
you
not
said is spot on from all my information. BKG and other, I call them Asian heads. Other Asian heads, they say the exact same thing. They say the GFE, the connection is even
yes,
more deeper in Philippines. It's more hard to get rid of.
more hard,
I said
much more
more.
harder to get rid.
I said how can
Much
it be
more.
more? I, it got to the point,
Yeah.
sir, where I had to pay them to leave me alone. For real, I'm literal. I had to
That's
pay them like
true.
500 baht. Like here, go somewhere. Like go. And they didn't want to go, and they're crying like little puppy dogs. I'm like, goodness gracious, go.
Because you're like new fresh meat out there and it's very rare. And for them in
Mm,
Pattaya, Pattaya girls are crazy about Black Americans. You got to understand
I
they're
see.
crazy.
I
They got
see.
a problem with it. They got it's like I don't know
Addiction.
how to addiction. Yeah, they got an addiction. And when they get one, they want to hold on to it. It's like
Right.
they don't want to
They
let you
don't
go.
want
They
to.
don't
They
want to let
don't
you
want to
go.
let you go.
They don't want to
And
let you go.
I heard Philippines was worse.
Philippines is worse than that. They do it worse because they want to have a relationship with you. And the
Well,
thing about the
okay.
Philippines,
Right.
they don't even want. They'll say, "Okay, I'll just stay with you free then. I'll stay with you free. I'll just stay with you free." I mean, it's a game, but they still want
Yeah.
to stay with you. Even they just want to. It's worse in the Philippines.
Wow.
They do have more in Angel City. They have more Black Americans in
English,
some
right? The
way.
language.
Yeah, they have some more Black Americans because there was a Black Navy base down there. So there's a
Okay.
few Black Americans, but most of them are in a relationship with them. But they in the Philippines it's even worse. So all I
Wow.
can say is go to the
I
Philippines.
almost don't want worse, man. I mean, goodness great. I mean, I guess you got to take the good with
You're
the
gonna
bad.
love the Philippines, bro. You're gonna love the
Oh
Philippines.
yeah,
They're gonna love
take
you.
I got
You're
to
gonna,
take one for the team, man. I got to deal
bro.
with the worst.
If you if you take any advice from me today is to go to the Philippines and you will see you go hard. You're gonna go so hard in the Philippines. You're gonna say I can't take this no more. You're gonna go 4 a day, 5 a day, and you're gonna be like, oh, this is too much.
Just too much. Leave me alone.
Yeah, you're gonna be too
Wow.
much. So
Oh my
yeah, man.
goodness.
I
I'm
didn't
ready
want
to
to.
go right now,
Yeah.
man. Come on, Ray, we going.
Yeah, I want
Bro,
to go,
we
man.
going.
I want to go. I really
I'm ready to
Yeah,
do.
go right
he
now.
hyped it up.
I'm
He
ready to
I,
go.
definitely hyped it up. It's
yeah, I
man,
really
he
want to
did
go.
good.
Well,
Now,
You sold
that's
me.
great. He's an Asian expert, man. He lived
He
in
sold
Thailand
me.
for 7 years. He's an Asian
yeah,
expert. Shout out
yeah.
to
Hey,
Club Fillers
Club Filler, you
Club Med.
sold
Incorporated.
me. You sold
Bro,
me. You
I
sold
only
me.
came on to 5 minutes. I don't do this too often. So, guys, I'm going to
Yeah.
run off. If you got any other questions, I'm going to run off this thing now. I don't usually
Oh
come on here. I
man,
only came on a big boss
Okay.
because I like guys who go real hard. And I see you going hard in the
Smooth.
field and you're chopping down numbers.
Okay.
So, like I said, check me, man. I don't, you got your channel. If you want to subscribe, it's up to you. I don't mind. If you want to know anything about
you know
Asia,
what? I'm gonna do it right
subscribe.
now from my phone.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
sure
do it right now.
Yeah,
You
it's
know, I'm
totally up to
subscribed.
you.
I'm probably one of those dead subscribers because I'm sure I subscribed to you a while back.
Yeah.
If I didn't, I subscribe now. I'll be a dead subscriber. Nah, I ain't gonna be a dead subscriber.
Guys in the chat, subscribe. Guys in the chat, subscribe to Club Fillers, man.
Yeah,
This guy is
yeah.
he's
Right.
If
good.
you want to know anything about Asia, I'm an
Yeah.
Asian man. So
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I wanted to go. I wanted to go. Even before I go
Yeah.
back to Cartagena, I was gonna go to Thailand once I heard it's open. But you saying go take 2 months before I go back. to really get
Yeah,
back.
take two.
Get
I'm
back.
not. Okay.
Razor, take
Solid.
2 months. Go
I'm
back
not
and you
subscribed, but I am now.
Are you subscribed now? Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, good man. I appreciate it, big boss. And I'm not gonna take too much of your time. I already sold you lot. I really appreciate you subscribing.
She a
We're
cutie
here.
too.
And if
She
you
a
have any,
cutie right there.
there you go. That girl's from
Yeah.
that's from Thailand. She's from Pattaya, and
From
yeah, she's from Pattaya. So like I said, hopefully we'll speak soon, man. It was good to
Oh
speak
yeah.
to you.
Oh definitely,
Really
man.
good to speak to you guys.
Now you're officially, since we officially met,
Yeah.
you're a friend of the channel,
Hey,
man.
yo,
You're a
Okay,
friend of the
this is
channel.
great, man. Club
okay,
Philly, this
man.
is great. This is great.
Thank you, man.
Great. Made
Yeah,
my
man.
life, man.
You,
All
you
right.
you gotta spread the love sometime, and I
No
spread the
doubt.
love tonight. Peace out, guys. I'll speak to you soon.
All
Peace
right.
out.
Okay,
Thank you,
Wow.
man.
sir.
Okay. I hope I
Wow. That's
Club
convince you.
great, man.
Club
That
Wow.
is
Filler
great.
in Entertainment. I'm about to say
Wow. That was
entertainment.
great, man. That was a surprise, man. That
That's
made my night, man.
fantastic.
That
Wow.
Club
You
Philly, yo,
guys
he's
know.
really good on
You
that.
guys are
He's
very
good.
I made it
knowledgeable.
now, huh?
Very knowledgeable.
I made it
He's really
now.
good.
I'm official now.
You,
That's
you,
what's up.
Boss. I'm a boss. Big boss, and you know it's real talk.